One more sip of alcohol, I'm getting too loose. Sipping all this Henny, forgetting about you. Take another shot down, talking round two. Trying to fucking black out, can't make it tomorrow. Cause I'm just trying to black out, forget about my past now. I ain't even sick, but I'ma wear a mask now. I'm just trying to black out, crash my whip and crash now. Look at what you did, sipping till I...
ESX server, but we have a V-menu server. We have a zombie survival server. That's all RP. But I'm back. Today I'll be playing Judge Rudee. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens, huh? Let's see.
I think we actually want to walk inside the door.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is we can hear your conversation. Hint, hint, wink, wink, inside. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
That's totally fine. We're heading inside.
Are we ready? Bailiff, are we ready?
We do appreciate you. But
Bailiff, are we ready? All right.
Your Honor, if you'll just wait just one more second, we have some more people coming in.
All right. I'll be waiting. All right. I know I haven't been on in a while, but you know what? IRL business just has taken over a lot of my time, so I don't get much time to actually... I will be making time again to come back to streaming, so don't think I'm going anywhere, but I don't get much time in the way of streaming because I am so busy.
Good evening,
Yes.
Your Honor.
Are we ready?
Okay, sir, I'll announce you just one moment.
Yes.
I am going to go ahead and swear everybody in before you sit down, or while you're sitting down.
Yes, that'll be fine.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sheriff Bob Decibel. I just want to remind you all that you are now in the Los Santos courthouse. You are subject to search at any time and without your consent. All rise and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Rudee is presiding. All those having business before this court, raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I have to do this in first person.
I promise. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Counselor, is your you want to have your clients have a seat or swear?
You want to step up there, Jamal?
Hell no. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Your Honor, this is a warrant hearing brought before you today by the State Patrol against Cecilia Biggums.
Okay. Yes, I've been reading the case file. Which was, can we have everybody seated, please? Everybody seat in the courtroom. Thank you. Oh, no. Just tell the poor gentleman in the back he doesn't have to sit on the floor to use his D muscle. That'd be good. We want him to be comfortable. We don't want him to sit on the floor.
Unfortunately, I can't.
All right. So I've been reading the case file here. This warrant was put out for today, with certain things that happened earlier today. So, defense, I see, officer, you'll be representing yourself today. If I get one more disruption in this courtroom.
Excuse me, sorry.
Smoking another one.
Officer, you're going to be representing yourself today in this matter.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And who do I have in defense? Your name, sir?
Representing Mrs. Biggums, gonna be Ken Rosenberg.
Ken Rosenberg. All right, Mr. Rosenberg, welcome. All right. All right. Go ahead and state your case on the warrant. I've read the warrant. I've read the reports.
Yes, sir. So, on today's date, approximately 12:30-ish a.m. this morning, I was leaving PD. As I was pulling out of the gate, I looked to my left, right, I saw one female and one male. The female was actively tagging the front of PD, like the very front wall portion where the wheelchair ramp is. I pulled up, initiated my lights. The defendant said, and I quote, "You ain't shit," jumped in the car and sped off. I initiated code 3, tailed the car for as long as I could, but I couldn't keep up with said vehicle. I do believe the vehicle was a Lamborghini, possibly a Porsche. It's going to be blue in color, light gray, maybe dark gray accents.
Okay. And do you recognize the person that was tagging that vehicle? Are they in this courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and who would that person be?
Celia Bigham's the female to the right.
Okay, and you also named a second person. Do you recognize that person if you were to see them again?
Yes, sir, possibly.
And is that person in the courtroom?
Not that I'm aware of, sir. Not that I can see.
Okay. All right. Miss Bigham's, so just so we clarify, the case, your case is 594 of the Penal Code, malicious mischief and government, destruction of government property. You understand the charges that were brought against you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Mr. Rosenberg.
Alrighty. Your Honor, today I'm here representing Celia Bigham's. She's a citizen of Los Santos, been wrongfully accused of vandalizing government property. According to witnesses, I don't know his rank, but Officer Adam Green over here was actually seen down by the Grove Street gas station tagging "Crips suck pee-pee," quote unquote. Due to this, my client she came by, did some beautification, helped repaint the wall. We were able to fix the damages caused by this esteemed gentleman with the not sure what agency. But
Okay, Mr. Rosenberg, before we get too far out, that right there, is that pertaining to the case of her tagging the police department, sir?
Yes. I was getting to that.
Okay.
Just for the opening statement for the record. So my client, she was not. I would say she's not involved in the tagging of the police department. The only incident where I would be aware of any tagging would be down at the gas station, and that was not vandalism per se, but more so repairing damage and preventing further.
Right. Okay. Everybody is stepping into the courtroom. Please just have a seat. Have a seat. Okay, Mr. Rosenberg. This court case is pertaining to a wall or walls that were tagged in front of the police station. Now, if this officer has done something that is out of his scope of work that he has done outside of this, that is a matter that we will deal with on a separate matter. Do we understand?
Oh yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So now pertaining to this case, not to what Officer Green has or has not done in the gas station. What circumstantial evidence can you bring to me that tells that to prove to me that she is innocent?
Your Honor, is it not the Department of Justice's job to actually prove my client guilty?
Well, there's pictures and evidence say there's pictures of tagging on the walls.
Pictures of my client tagging, or just pictures of graffiti?
There's pictures of just tagging, and then a signed affidavit by Mr. Green, Officer Green over here, stating that he visually on-viewed the situation happening.
Alrighty. Whenever we get to the actual questioning, I have a few questions for Mr. Green.
Okay.
That will.
And how are you? Just as a question, how is she going to be pleading on this case then? Since you have no opening, your opening statement is irrelevant. Yes.
Excuse me, Your Honor. This is a warrant hearing. This is not this is the probable cause hearing for a warrant. It's not actual. She's not been charged yet, sir.
Oh, she has not been charged.
You're attempting to determine whether or not a warrant should be issued for her arrest on the charge of vandalism, Your Honor.
I see. So that's why, Mr. Rosenberg, I'm trying to give you your chance here to prove that Miss Biggums did not do this, because otherwise, then the warrant shall proceed, and a court hearing shall prevail with the charges at hand. So, Mr. Rosenberg, if you could, do you have any substantial evidence that she would like to put into the case, so that way we can either move forward with the warrant or deny the warrant.
With all due respect, Your Honor, my client is innocent.
Okay, yeah, everybody.
She's not related to the crime.
Everybody says they're innocent. I need to see factual statements, factual things that
Should be coming from the person accusing her of the crime, no?
no, the factual statements need to also come from you. If you have evidence stating that she was in another place or that she was somewhere else at the time that this happened, then yes, that would help your case. But right now, you're not helping your case because all you've done is brought up the fact that Mr. Green may or not have done something, and you have not brought any circumstantial evidence to me to show that she was not at another location or nowhere near that police department. Because there's a sworn affidavit that Mr. Green has signed.
Alrighty, and Mr. Green was also seen outside a few minutes ago drinking outside the courthouse.
Again, has nothing to do with with this case right now.
It's false, Your Honor. I've been inside this.
Okay, all right, overruled. Stop it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear. If I hear one more thing from either one of you, I will throw both of you in contempt. I want to hear the facts of this case. I don't want to hear what was going on outside of this courtroom or what happened at the Grove Street gas station. Now, do you, Mr. Rosenberg, have any circumstantial evidence to prove that Miss Biggums was in another place? And he falls to sleep. That was a lot of stress, I guess. Must be his first court case.
I'm a medic. Hold up. I got this.
Someone, boys and girls in the courtroom, please eat if you can, so this does not happen to you. Please, if you're low, I'm giving you full go ahead to please eat while you can.
I don't
Thank
have
you.
a med kit. Never mind. I'm no longer a medic.
I got him.
Mr. Rosenberg, please eat something.
If I had something to eat, I would.
Can someone please give Mr. Rosenberg some food? All right, please give Mr. Rosenberg some food, please. Thank you. Mr. Rosenberg, please come more prepared to court by eating something before you come here.
Much appreciated.
Your time.
Mr. Rosenberg, we'll give you a couple minutes to get yourself together, please. Have something to eat.
Also, I do have one question though.
Yes.
What was the accused date of this event taking place?
It is today's date, sir. This affidavit was filed this morning, along with the picture evidence in his sworn affidavit that he swore to and signed.
Alrighty. Do we have a time frame? Because my client has been at the club for most of the
Again, sir, you telling me that your client. You could also tell me that pigs will be flying, but it's not going to do me any good.
No, I have, we have people she's with, alright?
Again, Mr. Rosenberg, I need to either have sworn affidavit statements from those people she's with, picture evidence, or something with a receipt with a time and date that she had bought something and she was at a totally different location. Those are all valid. You telling me that?
So he can call somebody to stand to make a statement.
Yeah. So can I call somebody?
Again, this is a warrant. This is a hearing for a warrant. That we don't have witnesses at this point.
You just asked him to prove.
Yes,
So
but that's
how do you want me
correct.
to prove this if I don't have any opportunity?
Your Honor, I think it would be appropriate. He's trying to dispute the state's probable cause. I think in this situation, you could make an exception, sir.
Okay. Go ahead. Bring one witness to the stand.
Alrighty. Mr. Jamal Biggs, would you mind stepping up for me?
Don't mind if I do.
And just
Biggs, if you'll step up here, please.
step up to the stand over here and have a seat. Up
You guys
here.
made me nervous. Could I stand here?
No.
Mr.
You need.
Biggums, please follow court procedure and step up to the stand.
All right. My bad. Damn.
About this, I believe in you.
Hey, let's keep some order and decorum in the court, please.
All right, sir. It's that's fine. You can stand right there.
Mr. Biggs, you understand that you are under oath, sir?
What was that? I'm sorry.
You do understand you are under oath, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Biggs. Can you go ahead and tell us your statement of what you and Miss Celia were doing at the time that? Hold on, let me reference the time for you so you do understand what time we're talking about. Okay, give me 1 second. What the fuck is the? I can't find the fucking warrants thing. God damn it! Oh, there it is. There it is. It looks like 11:30 ish this morning, Mr. Biggs.
All right, so
What was going
you
on
want me to
around
tell
that
me what I
time?
did around that time?
No, they brought you up here because apparently you knew exactly where Miss Celia Biggums was at this
Yeah,
time.
she was with me all day since I woke up. She's the one that woke me up.
Okay, and where were you at, sir?
Well, I woke up at my house. All right, see, I woke up a little late.
Okay.
We got dressed. We went to the club.
Okay.
Had a few drinks. Had a designated driver.
Now,
3
question,
hours
Mr.
later.
Mr. Biggums. What is the location of this club? Is
Like,
it?
could I look on like a map?
Sure. Sure.
all
Go
right.
ahead and reference to the map, and tell me what postal location this
All right,
club
no
is.
problem. It's going to be club at 596.
At 596. Okay.
Yeah.
Bailiff, can we reference where 596 versus where the Mission Row police station is, please?
Yes, sir. Just 1 moment.
Thank you. Okay, continue, Mr. Bigham, as well. Well, he's
Okay, so after we had a few drinks, it took about two hours, maybe 3.
okay.
So I had the designated driver pick me up. He was in a Maybach or maybe something like a Mercedes. I can't remember. I was a little, tipsy. But after that, we went and got a little bite to eat as a group, group of friends. We went and got a bite to eat. After that, we went back to, our home and just chill for the rest of the day.
Okay.
So with that being said, I don't know how she had enough time.
And at any point, did you guys go near or around the Mission Row Police Department?
I can't stand that place, to be honest. I stay blocks away, sir.
You stay blocks away. Okay.
Yeah.
Your Honor, that is correct. Those 2 postals are quite some distance apart.
Quite some distance. Okay. All right, Mr. Biggums, you can go ahead and step off the stand. Thank you for your help.
No, thank you.
Mr. Rosenberg,
Yes, sir.
there was something filed to us in a I just got it in my computer here of Twitters that were filed. I don't know if Mrs. Biggums here has filed them and sent them to the district attorney's office or not. With a one, did we get a statement, Bailiff? Do we know if we got a statement from Das Hutch? Does anybody know?
Your Honor, I'm looking right now. Stand by.
Okay. These were tweets talking about. Hold on. Let me reference to what they were talking about. They were talking about this incident. It says scene PD tagging Legion Garage. I don't know who filed those, but I'm kind of interested in what
Your Honor, that is correct. Approximately 9 hours ago.
Right. Officer Green.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, and I quote, it says, "Ever seen a cop tag and run? Expletive. That was approximately 9 hours ago.
Officer Green, do you know any reason why these tweets would have been put out at that time?
No, sir, I do not. I can tell you I was not the only officer on at that point in time. I did have a new hire that has been quite a pain in my rear.
Okay, and could it have been that one of your officers was out there doing something like this? And
it is likely, Your Honor, he has since been fired.
Right. Okay.
Your Honor,
Interesting. Yes.
as the sheriff of this county and as an elected official in this county, I hereby request that this warrant against Ms. Biggums be vacated. I, in good conscience, could not serve this warrant.
Officer Green,
Yes, sir.
you have written to me a sworn statement saying that you on-viewed Ms. Biggums with this doing this crime. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to have my words minced here, Officer Green, because if you did not on-view this situation happening, and you did not really see this, and this was happen afterwards, and you just assuming because of what was written that this group is involved, that is against the decorum of what a officer should be doing.
Yes, sir. 100%. My statement is true, and I'll stand by it till the end.
Okay, and you do realize that now there will be a formal investigation on your department because you have let one of your peers go through the city and start defacing property, which is again against the decorum of what your department should be doing. You should be with the utmost professionalism when dealing with situations like this.
Understood.
The court will not stand for any kind of the monkeying around and making the judicial system look like a bunch of clowns. Do you understand, Officer Green?
Understood, Your Honor.
I agree. Miss Biggums, your warrant has been dismissed on these grounds due to these allegations and the fact that it was already admitted to the fact that the officer was defacing property with stating that you guys were well, whatever they were stating. But I'm going to go ahead and dismiss this warrant. But Miss Biggums and Mr. Biggums, a word to the wise: keep yourself as low profile as you can around here, because it's not the only thing that you're looking at right now. This is a very minor case compared to the other stuff that's been brought up to my attention.
Could I get informed of that information?
Those warrants will be served to you, and you can.
Out of a courtesy to you, Mr. and Mrs. Biggums, we're not going to serve any of your warrants in court today. We're going to allow you to go. We're going to conduct some further. Excuse me, sir. We're going to.
My name is not Biggums, so if you guys got anything on the case with Biggums, that's my twin brother. My name is Jamal Biggs. So
Okay, Mr. Biggs. So here's what we're going to do. One way or the other, sir. Any warrants that are pending for my department to serve are going to be investigated after this case. So we will take appropriate and necessary actions if I find any of the warrants are valid or invalid, sir.
all right.
All right, court is adjourned. Everybody is dismissed.
Yeah, let's go.
Your Honor, may I approach the stand?
Sure.
Yeah, fucking.
I'm requesting a one-on-one chat if I can, Your Honor.
Once we're done with that.
Yes. We can go in my chambers here in a minute.
Fight them before they get served.
10-4, sir.
Should be.
Alright. Your voice box is just so.
Voice box is weird. But yeah, we should be able to get those warrants recalled. If we can basically fight them before you get served with them. So we can basically what that means just we can fight the charges before they go on your record.
Alright. Sounds good.
So it'll look extra clean in case you ever want to, get like proper job somewhere, anything like that. So we'll,
Where's
Word of advice,
them about that
counselor.
and-
Yes,
You should have
officer.
conversations with your client in private, sir.
Yes, sir. So I don't feel that
No, sir, just
trial was fair.
nothing
Just
confidential.
again,
We're good.
word of
I
friendly
had no
advice.
representation,
Take it or leave it.
i.e., a district attorney.
Do appreciate it.
Well, I gave you I asked you if you were going to represent yourself, and you said yes. You should have said that you were requesting a extension to the hearing. Had you not? Had you
But
not?
isn't that standard procedure that you have a district attorney?
Not if I ask you if you want to if you're representing yourself and you say yes. That's That throws that out right out the window.
Okay, and the whole letting that warrant go because of
Well, unfortunately, you know that it might not have been you, but one of your officers made an ass out of you by spray painting that stuff.
well, again, he has since been fired. So,
I understand. So, but the problem is here's the thing: is your officer went out there and did all that stuff out there, right? And then now, how am I gonna sit there and say, oh yeah, we're gonna spank you on the hand for doing that stuff, but the other officer, it's just gonna get fired. It's not gonna work out.
What it boils down to is you filed an affidavit for an arrest warrant and said that you saw her tagging the PD.
I did.
Well, apparently your officer tagged the PD.
No, he didn't.
We just didn't we just
No.
have it?
No, the way the statement, she just street gas station. And then it changed to Twitter that Doss Hutch said there was an officer tagging at Legion Square car park. Is that right?
Hutch witnessed somebody tagging, an officer tagging.
So yeah, my suggestion to you is just next time when I tell you, and this is the bad thing about it, is now your officer, whatever his name is, has made it harder for you to make a RICO case now. Because it looks like you guys have a bias, You have to treat these things with no bias at all.
Well, there's certainly no bias, but when I was sworn in as an officer, I was sworn in to uphold the Constitution, right?
Right. I'm not saying it's you, but what I'm saying is now, because of your officer's actions, now it makes all the stuff that you turn into that RICO warrant, you have to have really, really solid stuff now. That's what I'm going to tell you.
I gotcha. It's just frustrating, Your Honor, because you let a murderer walk out that killed.
That's a whole different case. That what you filed was for a simple 594. That was it.
Yeah, and the whole statement I was drinking out front of PD, that's clearly false. SO2 and State 601 was out front with me when that was going on. I'm simply leaning against the front of the courtroom.
Oh, no one was accusing you. No one was accusing you.
Defense did, actually.
I understand, but I threw all that stuff out. So it's with a grain of salt. You have to take stuff with a grain of salt there, Officer Green.
I'm sorry if I come across a little heated, like I said.
Yeah, so I said you got to take stuff with a grain of salt, and that's why when you ask for RICO cases, you got to be very, very diligent in your investigations. Let's go in here because I can't see shit. Be very diligent with your investigation from this moment forward, because unfortunately one of your officers has made an ass out of you, and it makes unfortunately your whole department, the credibility just goes down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I would have got a chance to speak on the part where they had made the accusation that they witnessed me spray painting something along the lines of.
Well, but it's irrelevant to the case, though.
It is, but it isn't at the same time, right? Because the timeline matches, right? She's saying she was in one spot.
But yeah, like I said, you have to take things with a grain of salt. People are going to say stuff about you all day. I would suggest that, if you might want to get with another agency and try to help them help you. That's merely looking at this case. I would suggest that you do that.
Well, I'm fairly certain in my department, my leadership skills, sir, so that's not needed. Thank you for your time. You have a good night.
Okay. Why am I walking like a fucking peg-legged penguin?
State 100 to State 601.
One more sip of alcohol heart, I'm getting too loose. Sipping all this Henny, forgetting about you. Take another shot down, talking round two. Trying to fucking black out, can't make it tomorrow. Cause I'm just trying to black out, forget about